for the
Salad Days. And we are the Salad Days guys. My name's Adam, a.k.a. Big Baby. And this is my man Dom, a.k.a. Cupcake. How's it going, man?
Going good, baby. Going good.
All right. Good to have you back. Good to be back in the studio. You can check us out at YouTube, MySpace, the Jibsheet/podcast, the Salad Days guys at live.com, Stumble Upon, and Mix. And we are the Salad Days. And today we're going to be talking with you about awkward relationships that you may find yourself in day to day. Not necessarily romantic style relationships, just weird relationships. Things, situations that you find yourself in with people that you can maybe kind of make you think a little bit. Like
Scratch your head, kind of?
Yeah, definitely. The whole reason why this might come up, I was reading about this woman who, not that long ago, decided to get drunk. And I guess she had her daughter with her.
Oh, yeah.
And was her daughter drunk, too?
The way the story goes is they went to a party. The mom got way more drunk than the daughter. And by the way, the daughter's 14 years old.
Yeah, and
so this is not the right type of relationship to be having with your own
just
daughter.
going to a party with your 14-year-old daughter. That's kind of weird right there. But it gets a little weirder than that.
Right.
So they're having a good time, too good of a time apparently, because mom passes out. Does mom pass out, or does mom ask the daughter to drive home?
Mom's too drunk to drive home, and she passes out, so the daughter has to drive home. And she's drunk as well.
Yeah, and so you might think there's a little responsibility in there, but no, not at all. Mom's too drunk to drive.
Very scary.
Been feeding the 14-year-old daughter beers and Jello shots at the party. Next thing you know, the daughter's driving home, and she wrecks the car, and then the cops get involved, and everybody's in a big old lot of trouble about this whole thing.
Oh my God.
And it just made me think about, you find yourself in these relationships, or you find yourself in a situation with a person, and you're just like, the heck, how do they find themselves in that situation? So we came up with a whole list of our own.
Our own tribute to awkward relationships.
Yeah, you're in them, we're in them, you find yourself in them all the time.
You want to start the countdown?
All right, here we go.
So, in tribute to drunk mother and daughter crashing cars and everything, we decided to come up with our top 5 awkward relationships of all time. Now, at number 5, we got finding out your best friend is failing Spanish class, even though he's dating the Spanish teacher. When you find out that your best friend's failing Spanish and he's dating a Spanish teacher,
that is a rough one.
That is an awkward relationship.
You are putting in time, and you don't even get a good grade out of that whole thing.
I know, as if you can't learn Spanish when you're getting action from it.
I would think, yes, the language of love. It's a romance language.
I know.
I would also think that not only my friend, but me too, I would be getting, we'd all be getting A's out of this whole thing, That's what I would think anyways. Number 4, when you got a friend, okay, let's say you're dating a girl and you get along or whatever, it's just nothing serious, and then you break up, and then one of your friends starts dating that girl. That's awkward. That's a weird thing to happen.
Very creepy. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, nah, definitely. And I mean, because there's things that you share with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and it's things you don't necessarily want to be sharing with somebody else.
Yeah, the last thing you want is your ex-girlfriend telling her new boyfriend, who is seems to be your best friend, all the dirty little secrets about your past relationship with her.
Yeah, you don't want anybody knowing about that.
Number 3, when you coach your boss at a softball practice. Now, see the irony in this? Can you imagine that? I mean, you go to work all day, and here's your boss grilling you, driving you to the grindstone. But when it comes to softball, games and practice, who runs the show?
I would be having him slide head first. Strictly head first sliding. He'd be playing left and sliding into home every time.
I would just bench him. Bench him is the ultimate revenge.
You're screwed. You're screwed on Monday morning. I'll tell you that much. Number 2. This is something that I always thought was really weird, and it was confusing as a child too. When you're forced by your parents to refer to family friends as part of the family. Like I always had an Uncle Pat when I was growing up, but this guy was not in my family. He was just a friend of my parents that I was told to call Uncle.
Oh yeah, I remember that when my mom. because I'm Nigerian, and every aunt, I suppose, I don't know if they're aunts or not, used to, oh, this is your aunt. I'm like, I have never seen this woman in all my life. Now you tell me she's my aunt. We're supposed to be best friends now?
Yeah, and you gotta respect her like she's family or something like that. And it may
Yeah.
not even be the truth.
Exactly.
For a little kid, who knows? Like, who knows if it's the truth or not?
Or, yeah, all her kids trying to be your cousin. It's creepy. The whole idea, you're in an awkward position. If I were you, get out.
You don't want to have anything to do with that.
Exactly.
And the number one awkward relationship that you can find yourself in, when you and your girlfriend are at her apartment and you're taking a shower and her roommate decides to join in.
How's that an awkward relationship?
Yeah, that's right. That's a good That's the kind you want, right?
That's the jackpot.
That's the goal.
Yes. Always.
The pot of gold at the end.
I mean, that's not awkward. That's
you're
heaven.
right. You're right. Never mind. Forget. That's the one that's what you're shooting for. That's the relationship that you're shooting for.
That's what I want. I don't know about you. I want that awkwardness all the time. I pray for it.
That is the awkwardness I dream of.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes.
And the number one, when your mom compliments your appearance more than your girlfriend. You ever find that? It ever happen in a relationship to you?
Dear God, I would throw up if my mom ever did that to me. Dude, that is weird on so many levels. It's not even funny.
My mom always tells me how handsome I am.
You don't think that's creepy at all?
I mean, I'm a big baby.
Oh my
I love
God.
that kind of. I'm a mama's boy. I have to say.
Ladies, if you date Big Baby, remember this.
You got to tell me how good looking I am if you're gonna compete with my mom.
You have competition with his own mother.
It's true.
It's so wrong on so many levels.
And she can cook too. And she can cook. She takes the stain right out of my golf pants.
Oh no! Stop! It's wrong! It's wrong! It's wrong!
So yeah, you find yourself in a relationship with me, it's gonna be awkward. That's the.
Dude, all I'm saying is, ladies, don't be surprised if his mother is sleeping in the same bed with you.
She'd be in the guest house.
Yeah.
But she'll be there.
A guest house.
She gets up early. She goes to bed late. She'll be around.
Dude, you seen Sleepwalkers, right? Same awkward. It's not right.
I love you, Mom. And that's all the time that we have for today. Make sure to check us out at YouTube, MySpace, the Jib Sheet, /podcast, the Salad Days Guys at live.com, Stumble Upon, or Mix. And make sure to let us know what you're thinking out there. Give us your list. We'll see you next time.